one of the best home inspection business resources that we have is a free online course. That's a home inspection business course. And it is at nachi.org/education, nachi.org/education. So if you go there right now, and you get to our education page and you type in business, and the home inspection business course pops up. And whether you are new or a veteran, experienced inspector, you should take this course or go through it. You don't have to complete the final exam or anything, but there are resources within the course to help you stay ahead of your competition or build a successful home inspection business. One of the main chapters that I love is chapter 11, and it talks about how to calculate a profitable inspection fee. And it goes through an example. So let's go through an example of how to calculate a profitable inspection fee. How do you calculate one? It has nothing to do with your feelings, your gut feelings, or what your competition is doing. It has everything to do with math. So that when the phone rings, you know that this is a profitable, already calculated to be profitable inspection that you can schedule. So the math is, you get your desired annual salary. And let's say, for example, it's $100,000 before taxes, gross salary, just for yourself. Calculate the overhead and your desired annual profit. And you divide that by the number of hours that you are expecting to work within that year. So let's say we have an example. Let's see if I can bring this up so we can all see it. So John's goal is to make $100,000 a year. That's his desired salary, his gross income before taxes. And he's figured out he has about $25,000 in overhead. So far, John's business needs to make $125,000. Now his profit margin is at 20%. So how much gross revenue does John need to make to reach his year-end goal? Well, we figured it out with a little bit of math. It's no big deal. He has to make $156,000, $156,250. All right? Now, what does that mean? Well, John plans to work one 5-hour inspection job a day. Right? 5-hour job, 5 hours a day, which is not a bad. If you're only working 5 hours a day, that's pretty good. 5 hours in one day, 5 days a week, 50 weeks a year. That's 1,250 hours in a year. So John takes his total gross salary and divides by those hours, and the result is $125 an hour. So you took his gross salary divided by his time. The gross revenue, how much money does that company need to make in order to cover the overhead costs, his desired annual salary, and profit, so we can go on vacation, and divided by time. Money divided by time. You want the numerator, the top number, to be as big as possible, and the time to be as small as possible. You want to be efficient with your time. So 5-hour workday, that's pretty efficient. The result is $125 an hour. So if John is wanting to work 5-hour days, 5 times 25 times $125, that's $625 per home inspection per day. Well, I charged $400 for an inspection in a day, right? So how do I reach $625 if I were John? Ancillary inspections. That's one way to increase gross revenue, which will include your profit margin. It's one of the best ways, actually, to make a lot of money, is to offer additional services. It's that phrase that you hear from some clients. They say to you, like when you're at the HVAC system, halfway through the inspection, they'll say, while you're here, do you think you could, that's beautiful. That's like music to your ears when they say that. When a potential client says, while you're here, that means in your mind, I'm not going to take much more time to increase my revenue. And there is where that's a key to a successful business, when you can bundle services, a home inspection, a termite, and a radon, and do it all in about 3 hours with an hour of driving to it, an hour of driving back home. That's a 5-hour day. If I can get to $625, then I have calculated a successful home inspection fee. Yep. So that's chapter 11 of the home inspection business course. It's really exciting to me because everyone asks, how do I calculate a profitable inspection fee?